Hi guys, welcome. Welcome to Celestial Guidance. For those that don't know me, my name is Bibi, and today we're going to be answering questions about Wicca, witchcraft, and paganism, as well as doing a few guidance readings towards the end of this live. If you are watching this and you see the live button above you, that means you're watching this while it's live. If you do not, you are watching the replay. So just to let you know, as far as like comments and things like that, if you have a question and I'm not live, feel free to still post it, and I will hopefully get to it sooner than later, and I will still try to answer that question or put it aside so that I can make sure to answer it in a future time frame. So I'm gonna wait for a little bit to see, get people logging in, and once people logged in, then we'll go ahead and see about getting to these questions. So let me take a moment to say hi to everyone. I may actually take a moment here to refresh my page. And so this should help me be able to see some comments and stuff, although I prefer reading them here in front of me. So let's say hi to a few of you. See who's joining in with us so far. Oh my God, Jodeci, it's been forever. How are you? Hey Colleen, welcome back. Fresher Love, welcome. Hey Hema. Hi, how are you? Colleen said, hey, I'm doing good tonight. I wasn't doing too good yesterday, but I'm doing good tonight. You know, as if we've been doing this letting go stuff and these shadow works and healing, you know, that doesn't come without a price. Just because we can do it doesn't make it easy to do it. So some nights we have harder times than others with it. But tonight I'm having a good night, which is good. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing me live, and it would have been doing it Saturday. How about you? How are you guys doing? Hey Angelina, how are you? I'm doing good. Janet, welcome. Jasmine, Naomi, you can ask. Okay, if I don't know the answer to it and one of you guys knows the answer to it, feel free to answer. You can ask any question in relation to who I am, me, my practice, anything like that. You can ask questions as far to get to know me. You can ask questions about paganism, about witchcraft or Wicca, anything that you've heard before but you weren't so sure if that was correct or if not, or if you see it in the media and you're like, well, is that really how it is? You know, I'm trying to be an open book and trying to be just I guess a little educational for you guys from someone who lives the path and walks the path day in and day out for the last 20 years of her life. So just ask anything that you're curious of. If I know the answer, I will answer. If I don't know, I will say I don't know. Okay? Hey, Brittany. Nice to have you. Bella, welcome. Christina. So, I already have a few questions down, but I'm going to wait until I get a few more, just for the sake of it. Also, hey Christy, blessed be my love. So towards the end, when I go to do the guidance readings, the way I'm doing them this particular time is I'm using my Ascended Masters deck, and I'm praying specifically to the Ascended Masters. So that would be like the different gods and goddesses from different religions, and the angels, things like that. And so we're going to be asking what will help the individual who asked the question with the challenges that they will face in 2019. Because as long as we're alive, we're always going to have some form of challenges. And The idea of this reading is to help give us a tool that we can use to work with while we are going through our year. So that's going to be the type of readings that we're going to be doing towards the end of the live video. So if you stick around, we can be doing that later. Let's see who else joined us. Hey Harlan, how are you? So Hema says, is someone a witch because they come from a lineage of witches, or can they be without lineage? Okay, so being a witch, we'll start with that question, okay? Or actually, should we wait a little bit longer? Just so we can have everybody on board. So Tammy says, hi, hon, I'm so lost. I would love a reading if you feel drawn. Sure, Tammy. I'm doing guidance readings more than anything else tonight to help people with what their tool will be that they could use for 2019. But I will write your name down. And then depending on what comes out for you, maybe I'll message you privately. Okay? So I got your name down for readings, okay, my love? This Tammy Olson. All right, so let me write down that question actually. All right, and just wait a few more minutes while we finish sharing this live on a few different groups and get more people and more of their questions. So Hema, you asked witches and lineage. Okay. Are you or not? Do you have to be? All right, so I got your question here, and I'm gonna more likely than not try to have that be the first question. Hi, Kara, Sharon, welcome, guys. Kitana, hey, cuz, how are you? Hey, Sharon, Kitana, feel free to message me so we can chat. Hey, Lisi, how are you? Okay. Oh, thank you for sharing. Oh yeah, guys, if you feel that someone can benefit from this live, feel free to share it, and maybe we can help educate a little bit more. And pretty much the questions could be anything surrounding metaphysics, spirituality, Wicca, paganism, or witchcraft. Hey Ryan, welcome. So how about you guys tell me how you guys are doing tonight while we finish getting some of these questions in. So do you guys have any questions? Anything you guys have been curious about? Oh yeah, or tag, like Brittany did, tag them. Hey Gloria. So you're back with us. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So I got you guys here and some of these questions. This live will not be super long like my normal 2-hour live. So it's good. All right. So here are the questions that I got. Someone wanted me to address Satanism. His name is Devin. And we were having a private conversation. And after discussing with him for a little bit, I decided that that is a good subject to touch, where I can make it the focus of the live, which is not what I want to do today, because there's a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of misconceptions of Satanism being associated with Wicca or witchcraft or paganism. And so the only thing that I am going to say about that for today is that Satanism is its own religion with its own practices, and they're not necessarily associated with witchcraft or paganism. And I said not necessarily because paganism is an umbrella term for many different paths. And so that being said, you don't have to be pagan and be of any particular religion. Just because you're pagan does not make you a witch. Just because you're pagan doesn't mean you're Wiccan, doesn't mean you're Christian or Catholic or Satanist. It doesn't mean any of that. So I just want to set that straight, that is a separate religion, which I don't associate with in any shape, way, or form. And I will try to clear up any other misunderstandings or connections with that in a future live. So that's all I wanted to say about that one. I was also asked how to know which form of paganism is right for you. That question I'm going to answer very briefly, and again, because I feel that it's a question that can take its own live video for itself. And the way I'm going to answer that is by research, because like I said, there are many different types. It is an umbrella term. So how do you find out? Well, for me, I just did research and different paths until I found something that fit who I was. I didn't get into Wicca and form to Wicca's belief systems. I got into Wicca because Wicca already embraced the beliefs that I had to begin with. So I'm just going to just leave that there and know that there's a lot more to it, but we'll just leave that superficially. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a few of the questions that I have here and get to answering them. So can you practice alone? How to educate yourself? Do you have to worship a god or goddess? What is the connection between nature and spirits? And Hema asked, which is, and she wanted to know about the lineage. If you're only a witch, if you're born into it through family, or could you be a witch without being born into it through family? So let's get to these questions, and then I'll answer any more that have came, because I have seen a few that have shown up, and so we'll get to those after these. You guys ready? Are you there? Are you with me? Give me some highs, some hellos, some. Let me know you're here with me. Okay. All right. There we are. So let's go ahead and I'll start with, like I said, I told him I was going to answer hers first. So as far as being a witch, you don't need to be born into it, okay? Because what being a witch means is that you practice the craft. What is the craft? The craft is the understanding that everything in nature has its own vibrational frequency, right? And this vibrational frequency is in everything and in everyone. And as a witch, you understand and you believe that you are able to absorb, to work with the energies of the different items, the different herbs, the different oils, the different tools, the different things that you use with prayer or intent to create a desired goal. Okay? So that's all that means. So if you were born into it and your mother did it and your father did it and your grandparents did it, but you choose that that is not something that's right for you, that in this lifetime that is not something that you want to get into, then it's as simple as you don't, and you're not. So you are a witch if you have that belief system, for one, and two, if you choose to practice the craft. So that's just one part of being a witch. Another part of being a witch is, for the most part, witches try to, because of the understanding of the relationship between themselves and nature and the universe, because of that understanding, they're also have a different perspective on how they go about things. They have a different respect, value given to the things they experience. They tend to be more present in the moment. And again, this is not everybody. Nothing that I say is generalized to every single individual, because we're all human, we're all different, we all have different ways of practicing. But in general, that's what it is. So you could be a witch without having that background, and you don't have to be a witch if you come from that background. So that's to answer your question. I hope that cleared it out for you. So the question of, can you practice alone? The answer is always yes to that. You don't need another person to be in tune with the energies within yourself and to be in tune with the energies of the universe and your higher power, your God, your goddess, who you worship or who you honor. You don't need another person to do that. It is a very personal relationship between you and your deity. It has nothing to do with me or the cat down the road or anyone else. It is nice, and yes, you could do it in group, like people who go to church or people who have covens, things like that. But it's not something that you have to have. And that goes for paganism, that goes for witchcraft, and that goes for Wicca. Oh, and paganism, you can actually be pagan and be atheist. I don't fully understand that, but I have met an atheist who also considered himself pagan because of his love and honoring and respect and relationship that he had with nature. He didn't have to believe in a god to have this same connection and respect that pagans have towards nature. Okay. I hope that cleared that out a little bit. Do you need to worship a god or a goddess? No, you don't. The idea of god and goddess comes from the idea of duality, of having the male energies and the female energies in this universe. That is the idea behind it. But my personal experience with this was, I believed that the god and goddess, I am Wiccan, were the male and female energies of the universe, until I had a personal experience where Gaia showed up physically to me. Once Gaia did this, I was able to realize that if my entity, my goddess, is real, then that would mean that any other could also be real. So that's why I believe in the possibilities of possibilities. So prior to that, I didn't have a god or a goddess that I worshipped. And that is okay. You will find that a particular deity, that being God or Jesus, or that being an actual pagan deity, it will resonate with you. One way or another, there will be signs. You will realize that this deity is for you. But until then, it doesn't mean that you don't have anyone or that you need to have one. It just hasn't, that connection just hasn't happened. But it's not necessary to have that connection. It's something that it could or could not be. And also in Wicca, just to kind of clarify, it's more of honoring. And in certain paganism, in witchcraft, it's more about honoring than it is about worship. So when we talk about gods and goddesses and things like that, we're talking about honoring them, not necessarily about bowing down to them in worship. We might do some things in worship to them, but in general, the relationship is of honor and respect and admiration, rather than I am below you and I am, you know, I gotta worship you. It's more, not that I don't, it's hard, I'm having a hard time explaining that. It's not that I don't believe they're above us, because obviously they are, in my personal opinion. But the relationship is like, it's like saying, yeah, okay, someone is rich and I'm poor, and someone might have more money than me, so maybe they're high class versus low class because I'm lower class because I have no money, right? So it's just an example. That doesn't mean that the relationship that we have has to be one of higher class and lower class. We can be equals. Just that in that particular scenario, it is that, you know, division. But so hopefully that answered that. Okay, so how do we educate ourselves? So the way I choose to educate myself is, for one, research. Okay, and here's the thing when you're doing research. One, question everything. The things you agree with and the things you don't agree with. So say someone tells you cotton candy is great, right? And you go, tastes good, it's great. And you go, well, I like it, it's great. Why do other people think it's not great? And try to understand it from their perspective. So that way you have the item, the situation, the belief, the practice, right? And this is for everything. This is not just in this religion. This is in everything, okay? Try to understand things from all perspectives by simply going, do I agree or do I not agree? Do I like or do I not like? And then go into further and say, if I do, why do others not? And if I don't, why do others do? And even if I don't agree with what the other perspective is, I don't have to agree. I have to understand. And that's the whole purpose. So how do you educate yourself to finding out what path you want to choose in life with careers, or if you want to choose a path in religion, or if you want to make a choice between the banana and orange and which one will benefit you the most? You know, you look at things from all angles and you ask questions, and you don't just look at one source. So for example, I watch Edge of Wonder. I find them to be phenomenal. You guys know that I watch them. I'm always talking about them. Yet still, this is why I think they're phenomenal. Because I get their information that I learn from them. and then I go research that information to see how accurate that information is. I try to find things that go against what they say. And to be completely honest, I don't really find much. They are pretty on point. They do their research very thorough. And that is actually why I love them so much. And that's kind of the case. Even when you find something that you love, try to understand it fully. So when somebody else comes to you, so for example, a Christian comes to me and they want to talk to me about the Bible. I've read the Bible from front to back twice at least. Why? Because I wanted to understand. Because I wanted to say, if I agree with this or don't agree with this, I want to be able to back it up. I want to be educated. So that's the whole point of that. And if you get things from many sources, the more sources that have a common theme, then the better your facts will be, the more sense things will make. If you find this source but everything else contradicts it, maybe that source is not reliable. All right, guys. And of course, the most important part is putting things into practice. So how do you educate yourself? If I'm going to do a spell and I have no idea, I take little bits from here, little bits of there. I see what resonates with me. And then I go and I look at it and I go, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So I do it. If it worked, I noted what things worked. And if it doesn't work, I noted the things that don't work. And I adapt. And this, again, is not just about witchcraft and not just about spells. It's also about life. You do something, you try something, you like it, take note. When I did this, this felt good. When I did this, this didn't feel good. Do the things that feel good. Do the things that feel right. The things that you resonated with. And pick to the side the things that don't, including this live. Take the things that you feel you can gain from it and throw away the rest. Okay? All right. So the next question I have here is, what is the connection between nature and spirits? So we're going to go scientific with this one, very, and I'll go into it very briefly because it is very brief and really simple. The connection between nature and spirits is that everything in nature is a vibrational frequency. In other words, everything is in nature is spirit. Okay? So we are a part of it. It is a part of us. It's like my daughter asked me a few days ago, how about that floor? Is that floor, is that the god and goddess? Well, yes. Well, are we stepping on the god and goddess? Well, here's the understanding. Everything, including the god and goddess, including the cement, including you, myself, the pencil, everything has its own vibrational frequency. And that means that it's all about, we're all spirit. We are all vibrating at a different spirit level. And that's how we connect to nature. And that's how we connect to spirit. It's all one. We're all one. It is in us as we're in them. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and get to some of the questions that I have up here. Give me just a second. Let me take a look at these. let's continue here. All right, so let's read some of these messages. So Sharon says, not sure how long I will hang in here. I had oral surgery on my top teeth. Aww. I hope you feel better soon. That sucks. Emma says, dream interpretation. Do you have a particular question about dream interpretations? Because I could, like, just very briefly overview, like, dreams are a combination of different things. They're either going to show us our desires, it's going to show us our fears, it's going to show us predictive future events depending on the situation, and it could just very well be our imagination of things that we watch and now they're replaying. So yeah, that varies. I know someone who does dream interpretations if you're looking for that. Her name is Laura Labrie. She's really good. That's who I go to for dream interpretations. So Ryan, he says, what influenced you to do witchcraft? It wasn't about witchcraft. What influenced me, well, we can say I was young. I was like 14, 15 years old. And, you know, when you pick up a book about Wicca, that's what they teach you. And then you get like all excited and you think you can like do all these crazy things. And you fail a lot. And you don't realize that it's not the things that are on the book that's going to make you have a successful spellcraft, or it's more about putting in your intentions and how you feel about it. That being said, I actually did a spell. I got what I wanted, and then I didn't want it, and then it caused me negative reactions because I didn't want it and now I had it and I had to deal with all that. So I chose to not do spells anymore until, like, for years. I think I didn't do spells for like 15 years after the fact, until I started to understand it from a different perspective. And still to this day, when it comes to love, people's free will, you just don't mess with it. You just don't mess with it, no matter how much you want it, because it always backfires. You just don't mess with people's free will. I always say, if God don't mess with free will, who are we to mess with free will? You know, that's personal opinion. Stephanie says, hey, anything for my Nana and Granddad, please. They got killed in a car accident together. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Stephanie. I'm not doing mediumship readings when I go live. I never do. Just so you know, if you're looking for that, I do those privately. Hey, Eric and Russell. Welcome. Crystal. April. All right. Let's see. Hey, Zoe, Tiff. Thank you for tagging others, Brittany. You're welcome, Hema. Zoe says, will I reconnect with this? What are you referring to? Will you reconnect with what, love? Gloria says, I feel like personally I have a very intimate relationship with my deities at this time. Is that correct or wrong? Only because I know you personally, I can say that it's correct. If I didn't know you personally and you were just someone asking if you have a very intimate relationship with your deities, I would tell you that you're the one who's going to know that. Do you have do you talk with them? Do you conversate with them, or do you only go for them for help? Do you show them respect and honor? Do you listen to them, put them, you know, put what they have to say into account and first? You know, so like I said, I know you personally, so I know that the answers are yes to these type of things. But if I didn't know you, those would be the questions I would have you ask yourself. How do you not know if you have a good relationship with someone or not? You know, that's personal. Gloria says, oh yes, they have helped me to start discover a lot about me, like they give me a key, and it's my job to find what unlocks it inside me, though, through research. Isn't that the case? All right. Welcome, Susan and Sandra. Randy says, how can I get an accurate message from guides? Can you be more specific? Tell me a little bit more about yourself. Like, what do you mean? Like, are you trying to meditate and get in connection with your guides? Is that what you mean? Give me a little more information on what you're asking, Randy. Zoe says, sorry, I accidentally hit send before typing the whole message. Okay, that makes sense. I meant, will I reconnect with this person I am thinking of again in this lifetime? Will our paths... Oh, okay, so you're asking about a reading. I'm not... Okay. I'm actually doing a different type of reading today. But I'm going to have your name here. Zoe Lewis. Okay. So, does anybody have any other questions for today? Because I wanted to make this one a shorter video. And so, I want to answer any other questions I can in the next, say, 5 minutes. And then I want to go ahead and get into some of the readings. I know there's a little bit of a lag, so you guys tell me. You're welcome, love. Hi, Peter. Hey, darling, welcome. I'm actually, so I don't know if you have any questions as far as the subjects are concerned. If you do, please post them quickly before I finish, because today I will not be on live for 2 hours. I'm gonna try to close it up with around the hour mark. So Randy says, I've meditated but get nothing. I need more about 3 jobs I applied for. Okay. So, you know what, Randy? I'm gonna put your name here as well. Try to get in touch with you. But to answer your question, you said you've been meditating and you have gotten nothing. You need more information about 3 jobs you've applied for. So if you're asking for guidance from your guides and they're not answering you, it's not that they're not answering, more likely than not, is that the chaos in your mind has made it difficult for you to hear. So if you're... What kind of meditations are you doing? Because there's different types of meditations. And sometimes just clearing your mind is not enough. Sometimes you want to do things to expel the energy that you have as well. So like exercise. And then the meditation. Without falling asleep part. Things like that. But I'll be in touch with you. See, maybe I can help you send you towards the right direction as far as like what kind of meditation you should be doing to help you get more in touch, how to perhaps understand when the messages are coming in. Maybe they are coming in and you are neglecting them because they're not what you want to hear. So yeah, I'll message you when I get a chance. Hema says, can a person do a spell to protect their children? Absolutely. Absolutely. I do that with my kids. I work with spirits, you know, you kind of have to. I've also had situations where my son was bullied. And so I did something there as well. Yeah, and you know what? As a mom, we seem to be able to build like extra huge protection bubbles for our children because of how much love and intention we have to protect them there, that those spells are very successful when we're able to do them. And you can do it, by the way, you can do it to protect them from themselves, protect them from others, or protect them from negative energies. Okay. Gloria says, can you describe your personal connection and how you feel about the pentagram yourself personally? My personal connection. So, as you, well, I'm not sure if you guys know or not, but the pentagram actually represents air, fire, water, and earth, and spirit. And for me, that's home. That is, I am all that. I need all that for existence. So, you know, my boyfriend made a point one day that he's like, man, if you were Christian, there would be crosses all over this house, you know? And, you know, I thought about it. I was like, oh, that would be true, because I have pentagrams and pentacles all over the house. And the reason I have them is because they make me feel safe and protected, because it is a symbol that represents everything that I am as a human and everything I need as a human to exist. So when I have that on me, when I have it around my house, I feel like I am in my own little earth bubble and like nothing can get to me, nothing can harm me, because I am in my church, which is nature. You know, I am in the center of spirit. So that is my personal connection with it, and I have a huge connection with it. I draw it all the time. I have it in every room in the house. I have it all over the place, and it's just simply because it makes me feel safe, and that's the biggest thing with that. Janine says, hi, I keep seeing these repeating numbers. Can you tell me why? The answer to your question is yes. More likely than not, yes. What do those numbers mean? I have no idea, but pretty sure you can look it up, you know, see what those numbers represent. I see a lot of ones here. I know 11, 111 has to do with angels and stuff like that. I know 1128 stands out to me a lot. I'll see it a lot, or 1228 or 1211, or it's those combination of numbers. And I don't remember what it said, but I remember reading it, like checking it out and reading up on it, and there was a particular message that had to do with what I was going through in life at that moment. So if I were you, I'd get the number, like say just for example 1212. I would go in and say, what does angelic number 1212 represent? And then you read all the different things that it could represent, and you'll see where it resonates with you, and just go down with all the other numbers that you've been seeing. Gloria says, how do I connect to a spiritual guide? Give me a second. Because I don't know, I didn't do that on purpose. I don't know how to answer that, because I didn't do that on purpose. I just kept feeling a presence, and then I went to somebody else that was able to say, hey, that's your guide. And then I just opened myself up to it, and eventually they gave me their name. But this wasn't I know some people can do this like overnight, but for me it wasn't something overnight. It was something that took, I don't know, like 5-6 years before I got like a full name and more communication. If anything, I connect more with my deities, and I connect more with my ancestors. So my spirit guides, I'm not saying they're not there, they don't communicate with me as much. So I don't know. That's something that I guess I just built through times. If somebody else knows the answer to that, please comment. She says she always falls asleep. Randy, thanks for the help. That means a lot. My pleasure, love. Welcome, Alexis. Gloria says, because I'm starting to have visions, feelings, speak with the spirits who have passed, starting tarot and more. But connection to a spirit guide, yes, my gifts are by birth. But because of that, will I ever have a spirit guide? You have spirit guides. We all have spirit guides. It's just a matter of communicating with them, connecting with them in a way that we can speak back and forth. And that's the part that I'm saying that it took a moment. Like, it didn't happen overnight for me. Like, I felt like I would talk to them and like you hear the crickets, you know? So it says, I think meditation is a good way to connect with your spirit guides, Gloria, but I'm not 100% sure. You are right. It is a good way. Yeah, it is a good way. Meditation is a good way to connect with your spirit guides. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Doing good. I'm actually about to get into other readings. I've hit the mark of time frame that I wanted to before I started with doing some of the readings. Does anyone know how long I've been live for? Let me see. Yeah, mine doesn't tell me. Does anybody know how long I've been live for? "46 minutes. Perfect. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. Yep, I'm right on track. I don't want to take too long tonight. I got other things I gotta get done. So let's go ahead and get into the readings. Okay, so let me explain how this is gonna work today, because I'm doing them a little differently than what I normally do. I'm not doing your regular psychic readings today. Today I'm going to be doing today I'm going to be doing guidance reading. I'm gonna give you the tool that you will need to help you with the challenges that you will face in 2019. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So the way I do this is I look at your name and I focus on your name for a little bit. Then I go ahead and I start prayer and I wait for them to tell me to stop. When they tell me to stop, I put the card down and I look it up in the book, okay, to see what it tells you. After I look it up in the book, once I look it up in the book, I'm going to go ahead and see what resonates with that message, particularly for you, and I will let you know what that means. I'm only going to be doing a total of maybe 10 people at most. Okay, so if you want a reading, all you have to say is I, and I will go ahead and write your name down. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start in the meantime with Tammy. Okay, Tammy, are you still here? That's another thing. You gotta let me know you're here, or I have to skip you. Okay. Sean Wilson, I got you down. Alexis Banks. Linda. I got 6 already. Gloria. Maria. I got you down, Zoe. Joanna. Listen back. Taking only 2 more. Hema. Yes, I got you, Hema. Yeah, yes, I got you, Randy. Okay, there is one more. Gidget. Duma. Got you. Got you guys. Okay? So, you all said you were here. I already explained. I'll explain it one more time so you guys know what to expect, and then we're going to get into it. Okay, so what we're doing is asking the Ascended Masters for the tool that will help you with the challenges that you will face for 2019. Okay? That's what it is. Let me get a little bit of coffee. Burn a little bit of sage. Is there anyone on my live right now that is from Florida? Feels so good. All right. I didn't see Tammy say she was here. Is Tammy here? She's not. Okay. So we're going to continue with Zoe. Okay. So the card that you got, Zoe, was drink more water. Okay, so let me read it to you, what the message is, and then we're going to go ahead and tell you what exactly from this resonates for you, Zoe. Genuinely, I did not, but because Tammy is not here, I'm going to put you down, okay? Okay. Zoe, it says, the Ascended Master you got is Oshun, which is actually a goddess in Santeria, if I'm not mistaken. Says this card comes to you as a sign that your body is thirsty for pure water. Symptoms such as fatigue, difficulty in concentrating, irritation, and excessive hunger can actually be dehydration in disguise. Water helps you flush harsh energies and toxins that your sensitive body might otherwise absorb. Bless your water before drinking it to give yourself a boost of positive energy. Additional meanings. For this card, spend time near an ocean, lake, or river. Rainfall is significant. Buy a water purifier. Avoid drinking chemical-laden liquids such as sodas, coffee, or alcohol. Sweat either through exercise, a steam bath, or a sweat lodge. Okay. Oshun is an African goddess of rivers and waters. She helps women appreciate and enjoy their feminine beauty and sensuality. Both men and women call upon Oshun for help with their romantic life, increased attractiveness and self-esteem, and any situation involving water or flow of abundance. Okay, so let me see real quick here. Let me see what stands out for you. Right now, I'm just asking, how is this going to help you for 2019 as you face challenges? Okay, so this is not just your body. That is actually talking about your life. So in 2019, as you get challenges being put into your life, the advice that you're given to be able to deal with this is detoxify. That's the main thing that you're getting here, is flushing away from your system, from your existence, toxicity, okay, chemicals. So whether it's your physical intake, or whether it's the people that you're bringing into your life, or the situations that are being placed in front of you, if it's something that you can pretty much just as easy as wash away, do so. So your tool is going to be walking away, flushing away anything that comes into your life that it is toxic to your being. Okay, you can't take things out of your life, the toxicity out of your life, outside, if you can't do it within. So that's why the advice is always to take care of inside and then what's outside of your life. Like in the, you know what I mean? Inside your body versus outside of your body. So for 2019, focus on that. As you see different challenges coming your path, walk away. That is the advice for you. Get it out of your life. Do not entertain it. Okay? Randy Brown, I'm going to read for you now. Daniel, I'm going to see if maybe I can get to you. You're welcome, sweetheart. But I'm only doing a certain amount, and I don't know if I've reached that amount or not, depending on whether people are here when I call their name or not. Okay. So, Randy Brown, you got power of joy. Okay? I haven't even read into this, but the first thing that has came to my mind is living in the present, living in the moment. Sean Wilson, you are next, but if you want to give up your spot and give it to Daniel, you're welcome. Okay? So we have power of joy. This is what we have here. To find desired outcome, follow the path of joy. Your life's purpose is supported by the joy and passion you feel when you're thinking about or working on your purpose. The joy that you feel within relationships keeps them alive, exciting and growing. The joy that comes from your hobbies gives you extra energy. Of all of the emotions, joy has the highest energy vibration. Joy has the power to remove all obstacles and attract all of your needs. Joy reminds us that we needn't suffer at all. We can fulfill our purpose, help ourselves and others, and heal through the power of joy. Stay positive and filled with faith to manifest your desired reality. Find the humor in the situation. Enjoy a good laugh. Develop hobbies that bring you pleasure. To find your life purpose, do what brings you joy. Okay? So let me see what resonates with this. Randy Brown. What is the main message for him about this? How is he supposed to use this for 2019? Okay, so the message that I'm getting for you is that for 2019, when you see yourself facing challenges, what you want to ask yourself is this aligned with my purpose in life? So it's showing that obviously you have a clear idea of what your purpose is, of what you want, and if it doesn't align with it, don't entertain it. So as you face yourself with challenges, you have to ask yourself, is this in alignment with what my purpose in life is? Okay? So let me know how that resonates with you. And we will be speaking privately anyhow, but please do leave me feedback. It is very important for me to hear the feedback from people, whether it resonated with them or not. But just keep that in mind as you face challenges in 2019. Your thing is going to be to ask yourself, is this in alignment with who I am, and with what my purpose is in life? If it's not, send it away. Sean Wilson, you're up next. And Zoe, I really do appreciate the feedback, okay? It means a lot to me that you take a moment to write a few, sentence or so. Randy, what I'm getting with that is some things are good, right? Some things are good, but they don't align with the purpose. So that's why that question is important. Because even if it aligns with the purpose, like sometimes things are tougher, but they align with the purpose, and it's like a tougher route, and then other things don't align, but they're easier. So you have to, make that discernment. All right, hon? Daniel, I don't even have you on here at all. So I have a list of people. And unless someone says that they're not available, I'm going down this list. Right now, I'm working with Sean, and then I have a few others. Okay? Sean Wilson. Okay. Sean Wilson, your card was artistic expression. Okay. Daniel, it just depends, because I can't be on for 2 hours today. I have to go pick up my daughter. So due to that, I'm getting to as many people as I can get to. When I get to the person's name, if they say they're not, if they don't say they're here, then I can fit you into that spot. Otherwise, I do apologize, but you can always get a private reading for me. The sessions are $40 and they're anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour. We take as long as we need, okay? So for Sean Wilson, you got artistic expression, and this is what it says. This card signals that your artistic talents are in need of creative expression. You have hidden talents that lie dormant. This trapped energy can make you feel tired, restless, and anxious, and can lead to addictions if the energy isn't expressed. If your artistic abilities feel unpolished, they need an outlet. Make the time today to draw, paint, sing, play, music, write, take photographs, make jewelry, sew, dance, or do something artistic and creative. You may find the key to your life's purpose and ideal career through this process. Additional meanings for this card is take a class to learn a new artistic skill. One of your loved ones is an artist. Express your true feelings. Your life's purpose involves an artistic endeavor such as writing or playing music. So that's what the card says, and I'm going to see how it resonates with you, okay? You're 2 people down, Linda, okay? How is this going to help him in 2019? Okay, so what I'm getting for you, Sean, is that in 2019, as you face challenges, the key thing that's going to help you through them is expressing yourself. Okay, so I know this talked a lot about artistic expression, but when I was focusing on what they had to say, what I heard was speaking up, expressing your thoughts, not shying away from for lack of a better word, an argument. And it's not an argument. It's not settling for less. It's a matter of expressing how you really feel about a situation. Instead of going, well, you know, I guess it's okay. Don't, you know, no settling, no. This is going to be a year where when you're facing challenges, what's going to help you get through them is going to be honest and express that honesty. Okay? So that's where you want to go with that. Expressing yourself, whether it's verbally, written, whatever. Be true to you and be true to what you how you feel about that situation that you're dealing with at that moment. Okay? If you don't resonate with whatever that person is saying to you, to say, no, you know what, I don't agree with that. You know, and stand your ground on that. Okay? So that's what's going to help you with 2019 and the challenges that you would face in this year. All right, Sean, please give me some feedback. You're welcome, dear. I'm actually going to be private messaging you, Sean, because you mentioned that your son has passed away. Somebody else's son passed away as well, and I had a candle that I lit for them, and well, I'll talk to you more privately about that when I get a chance, okay, dear? And I'm glad I was able to help. And sorry if it took a little long, but I take my time with people and I try to make sure that I'm providing the best quality for every individual person. Okay, I have Alexis Banks. Alexis Banks, are you here, my love? If you are, say I. And Linda, don't go anywhere. Linda Cartwright, you're next. I know there's a little bit of delay, so I'm kind of waiting it out. Alexis Banks. Okay, I almost skipped you. Okay, so let's go ahead and focus. Thank you, Gloria. I almost skipped her. After Linda, we're going with Maria, Gloria Maria, and then we have Joanna Wissenbach and Hema Rosen, Gidget Dumas, and Janine Lee. Okay, stay tuned, guys. If you leave, you lose your spot. Oh, I'm glad you like the music. I know, isn't it? It just feels right. It's is to help let go of fears and anxieties. That's why it's 528 hertz. You can look that up on YouTube. All right, Alexis Banks. right, Alexis. We're gonna go with, well, we're not gonna go with, this is what they gave us. Crystals. Okay? So let me read to you what crystals says. What a cute little card, isn't it? Look at that pretty unicorn. So pretty. Ashley, look at you. I've never seen you in my life. Love you, girl. By the way, I'm going to be working with you guys in 2 weeks. And I might be there 2 days that week. I'm spoiling myself. Alright, so Alexis, this is what it says. This card comes to you as a sign that you benefit from working with crystals. The fairy queen knows the value of connecting with the spirit of nature. Her name is Epona? E-P-O-N-A. You can find or purchase crystals at a metaphysical bookstore, spas, and gem shows. Hold each crystal to know whether it feels right to you. Carry or wear the crystals throughout the day for healing, protection, and increased intuition. You can also add the crystals to your bathtub water. Oh, I should have done that today. I didn't do the crystals today. Or place them on your bedroom's nightstand or beneath your bed to connect on an even deeper level with these remarkable gems. Additional meanings. Crystal children are involved in the answer to your question. Your life purpose involves working with crystals. You have connection to the elemental realm, such as fairies and crystals. Since Epona is a patron of horses, this card may signify a message about a horse or horses. Okay, so that's what you got, and now I'm going to tell you what I actually get. You know, I actually have your phone number. Gloria, I have your phone number saved as Gloria Maria. So that's what I call you, Gloria Marie. Alright. So back to you, Alexis. Let's see what message you get. So how is this message going to benefit her? How is she supposed to use this message to help her with the challenges that she will face for 2019? Okay, Alexis, what I'm getting for you is actually that you're going to have a very high energy year. In other words, a lot of challenges, a lot of things are going to be coming your way. And you're going to have to stay grounded. You're going to have to stay centered. In order for you to be able to deal with the challenges that are coming your way, you're going to have to, it's like, I feel you, like you're like maybe, I don't know if it's anxiety or what, but I feel vibration, like it's pretty strong vibration for you. And what I'm seeing here with you is that the crystals are so going to be a really, really helpful tool for you to keep them with you. Like literally, it's telling you to like have actual physical crystals, because it will help ground you when you're having these like anxiety and panic attacks, when you're dealing with things that are going to be thrown at you, because that's really what we're getting at. There's just things that have been 2019 is going to have a lot of things coming at you, and it's going to make it harder for you to deal with them if you're not grounded, and these crystals are going to help you process. Okay, it's going to help keep you grounded and centered so that you can let go of some of this anxiety, and you can be able to deal with the situations that come to you. Okay, my love? So that is what you're getting, Alexis. Oh, that was jittery. All right, I'm going to read the comments real quick, and then we're going to go ahead. And Linda, you're up next, and then Gloria. Usually she picks a group of people, and then if she does, she may or may not pick another group if she has time to hang in there, sweetie. Oh, someone waiting? Okay. Hey Joey, hey Brandy. Alexa says, I used to connect with crystals, but I got so busy and tied up, I got rid of them. Time to get more crystals, Alexis. You know what? Just start with the rock down the street. Just go grab a rock. Start with something. Hey, Joey. Oh, is there? There's a UFO outside. Yes, okay, tell him to wait.
It's crazy, Mom. It's like it looks like a bunch of stars, but they're like.
Why don't you get your phone and record it? My son says there's a UFO outside, so I'm telling him to go record it.
It's not something your phone would catch. It's like something that you have to.
I'm not gonna get off the live to go look at UFOs. Guys, should I leave you guys to go look at UFOs? What do you guys think?
They're gonna say yes.
They're not gonna say yes. They're gonna be like, no, don't leave to go and look at UFOs.
I'll tell you later.
Alright, tell me later.
And it's in the middle of a triangle. What do you think of that?
In the middle of a triangle.
In the middle of a triangle.
Why don't you go record it?
It's not like, it's like trying to take a picture of a moon. It's like you just can't see it, you know?
Okay, well, go figure it out. Draw it or something for me. Okay. Brandy says, we just had a family member shot and killed over shoes. Holy crap. Can you please give us peace message for his daughter? Okay. Brandy, Jean, Remy, I'm going to be PMing you. Okay. Sorry, I can't address it on the live, but I promise to get back to you, dear. That's just crazy, and I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sad. Alexa says, I'm so sad now. I'm so sad. I'm so sorry, Brandy. Guys, I'm going to take a pause, and I'd like for us to pray for Brandy and her family before we continue. I want to take a moment right now to call upon my Lord and Lady in the universe, Brandy and her family, spirit guides and angels. I pray that you cover them with love. I pray that you hold them tight and let them know they're not alone. They've experienced a great tragedy in their family. Help bring peace to them. Help them process. Give them strength and courage to move forward. I send my intentions, my love, my prayers out into the universe. May it reach them wherever they may be. Blessed be. Okay, we'll continue now. I wanted to take that pause because I feel really bad with the situation with Brandy. We will, hopefully you guys prayed along with me and sending strength, courage, and peace and love to her and her family. Alexis says, yes, I'm all over the place. I'm into everything. I can't stay focused. That's gonna help you, Alexis. Go ahead and get your stones. Get help. That's going to help you refocus and get grounded so that you're able to deal with the situations that come to you. You're welcome, sweetheart. Hey, Cameron. Welcome, my love. It sure is, isn't it? This is why I do this. Spreading love and light as we can. We need more of us spreading love and light and trying to help others heal. Aw, thank you guys for praying for Brandy. Appreciate it. I'll be lighting a candle for your family and you, my love. All right, the next person is going to be Linda. Okay, let's see what messages I have for Linda. I have 15 minutes left before I have to leave to go get my daughter. I will get to as many of you as I can. If I don't get to you and you are on my list, I will private message you and I will do this reading for you privately between you and I on Messenger after I've gotten my daughter. Okay, guys? So let's continue. Okay, so both of these you got drink more water and artistic expression. Okay, I read both of those just a minute or two ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what stands out as far as for you particularly. What will help Linda with 2019's challenges? Okay, interestingly enough, what I actually got was not so much as what was written, but as more of what I'm seeing. And for you, Linda, what's going to help you with the challenges that you face in 2019 is going to be eyes. Okay, so what does that mean? When you look someone in the eye, into their eyes, you're going to be able to see and know if they're being truthful, if they're being trustworthy, if this is a situation or a person that you want to get involved in. Don't listen to what they're saying. Don't go with what you feel. See what comes to you when you look into their eyes. Now let's go and look at you. Say the situation has nothing to do with anyone else but yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror and you look into your own eyes. In there you will find the truth of, is what you're thinking, what you're wanting, what you're planning on doing right for you or not? You will get an automatic answer. Don't second guess it. Don't judge it. Go with it. This 2019 for you is going to be your connection with being able to see what you really should be doing, who's really being truthful, what really does resonate with you. It's about you figuring it out, not by what people are saying, not by what is the appearance, but by what you hear when you look into their eyes. What does your higher self tell you? What do the angels tell you when you look into your own eyes? Believe that. That is a message for you for 2019. Okay? Guys, please, if I read for you, do leave me feedback. Okay? Alright, Gloria, and then we're going to have Joanna Vissenbach. All right. So for you, what you got is energy healing. All right. So this is what it says for you, Gloria. The situation you've inquired about involves energy healing. You have, at the end of that, I'm going to say, duh. Then I'm going to continue. It says, you have healing abilities that you can direct through your hands, thoughts, and heart. Send loving energy to elevate and heal this situation. You can clear the energy in a home, office, and vehicle as well. Your experience with energy healing may be so powerful that you decide to conduct healings as a profession. Take an energy healing course such as Reiki, Qigong, pranic healing, or healing touch. Your life purpose involves conducting energy healing. Clear the space in your home or office through Feng Shui, burning sage, or any other energy healing method. Send love to the situation or person. Avoid situations, places, and relationships with harsh energy. Everything is healing and it will be okay. It will be okay. All right, so let me see what I'm getting for you for 2019 and see how this will help you with the challenge that you'll be facing in this year. Okay, what you're being asked for is to elevate your skill. Work on it. Build it, because this healing, not only is it going to help you with others, but it's going to help you with yourself. So when you encounter different challenges in 2019, different things that come to you, you're going to want to heal the situation, fix the situation by energetically healing it. Okay? So that is what's coming for you. Okay. Joanna Wissenbeck, are you here, dear? I haven't seen Joanna said there she's here in a while. Yes. Okay, so I see she is here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with Joanna. Fatima, my love, I already picked the people that I was going to read for today. I am limited on time. I have to go to pick up my daughter. So I'm sorry, I won't be able to read for you today. Hey, Candy. Am I saying your last name correct? Wissenbach? Okay. Again, in your case, Joanna, it's 2 cards that I've already read from while you've been on the live. Drink more water and energy healing, which I just read. So I'm going to see what is the overall message for you. Okay. Joanna, are you German? I'm asking because of your last name and the pronunciation. Okay, so let me see what we got. What is the message here for you? All right, for Joanna, how is this going to help her with 2019? Okay. Okay. Let me see what the other one. Okay, so how is this going to, I understand the message now, but my question is, how is this going to help her with 2019? How is? Okay, so for you, it's not that, for you, Joanna, is not that this is what's going to help you with what you're going to go through 2019. It's more like your journey for 2019 is going to be all about you embracing your power, you embracing your strength, your abilities, your talents, it's about you embracing your skills and yourself. So in 2019, the challenges that you're going to face are all going to be to make you self-doubt. And your journey is going to be to combat that by showing that you are strong and powerful and in control and talented and capable. So I wasn't talking to you, Google. So that's what 2019 is for you. It's the challenges are going to be to get you to recognize this about yourself. Okay? '19 is going to be difficult for you. 2020 is going to be much better. 2019 is going to be about you growing into the woman, the self-esteem, it's about you growing to being the person that you can be proud of for yourself. All right? So that's what's coming through. I'm sure you've already started to experience some of that, because I've noticed that some of it starts before we even, well, 2019 just started, but you know, it started 2018. Start to see some of those challenges in 2019. It goes full blown. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and name a few names. Hema, Gidget Dumas, and Janin Lee. You guys, I'm going to be, oh, Janin. Janin, are you here? If you're here, please let me know you're here. Hey, Tammy. Yeah, and you know what, Joanna? This, okay. So, I'm going to private message you, Hema. Gidget Dumas, I'm going to be private messaging you as well. And, okay, Leah. Okay, so I got your name spelled correctly. All right. I will also be private messaging you, because I've run out of time. I have to go pick up my daughter. But I said I would read for you guys, so I will read for you guys the same way I just read for everyone else. But you get me one-on-one. So I will private message you when I get a chance to come back and from picking her up. And yeah, if it's going to be too late, please private message me now that it's going to be too late for you. And I will make a time to connect with you tomorrow. Okay? Alright guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. I thank you all for your feedback. I hope I was able to spread a little knowledge, educate a little bit. And if you guys have any other questions about witchcraft, Wicca, or paganism, feel free to ask either in the comments or during my private messages, and I will post them down for future lives. If you're in Florida on February 2nd, I'm going to be holding a witchy talk gathering. It'll be my first witchy talk gathering, and the intentions is to gather people from different faiths, so Christians, Catholics, pagans. You know, I haven't gotten an atheist yet, but I'm hoping to find one too, so that they can join and we can have an open-minded, non-judgmental conversation about metaphysical and spiritual topics. All right, guys, and it's also in bulk, so we'll probably do a little bit of talk about that. Thank you again, and you guys have a wonderful night. Mwah. Bye.